today's the day. It's finally time to put Ina Cedar in prison. Well, I guess I should say more permanently put Ina Cedar in a prison. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing something that I'm supposed to bring. Uh, you know what? It's fine. It'll be fine. Make sure I have all of my books. Oh god, was that the evidence? Okay, no. No, it wasn't. Okay. Good. Excellent. It's a beautiful night. I am so glad that Ina Cedar is finally getting the punishment that she deserves. I mean, like Sprocket said, I'm right. I'm in the right here. Yeah, no, I'm in the right. I mean, Ina was a danger to herself and others, as she very clearly demonstrated.
Hello? Is everyone home? Is everyone
Oh,
here?
oh,
Ah,
Jesus.
there you are.
Hi.
Good.
Hi.
Hi.
Come on in.
Thank you.
Lawyer.
Yep, that's me for today. A little impromptu, but
Yeah, I'm sorry about the
this should
late
be fine.
notice. We kind of rushed to get this all put together.
Yes, from what I've read, it seems urgency was of the utmost importance in this case.
Yeah, and I think it's a pretty open and shut case, honestly. I think
It
it's
seems to be.
very obvious that Ina's in the wrong here. Would you like a book?
Um, sure, why not?
Just for chewing on, just for eating.
I'll make sure to keep it on me, just in case.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, I'm happy to help out today. Any friend of Sprocket's is a friend of mine.
Yeah, when Sprocket, originally, when Sprocket said, I can't represent you, but I know someone amazing who can, I was a little skeptical, but you seem to have a good head on your shoulders.
Yes, I can't say I do this often enough, but I should be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, Ina doesn't even have a lawyer. Like,
Yeah, that's not exactly a good position.
yeah, exactly. So I'm sure we'll be fine. Okay.
Delightful.
I think it's almost time. Are you ready?
Shall we be on our way?
Yeah, let's head out. Whew. I'm a little nervous, even though I shouldn't. Oh god damn it.
Yeah, they're getting you too. I've heard a few people complaining about the bridges as of late. The winter's really taking its toll on things.
Yeah. Watch out.
Ah, no.
There we go.
Ah, thank you for that.
Yeah, of course. And
Yes,
you
I
look
must admit
very
it's been,
dapper.
Oh, why thank you.
Of course.
Anything to keep this abhorrent cold out.
Yeah, seriously. Goats are pretty resistant to the cold. We live on mountains and shit, but this is kind of a different level.
Yes, it's unlike much I've ever seen, but luckily nothing too abnormal.
Yeah, sometimes you just have harsh winters. It happens.
So, no lawyer on Ina's side.
Not that I've heard of, although Sunny has been keeping me in the dark about these things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's because I'm a part of the court case, so she's like, I can't really tell you things.
I see.
And I'm like, that's fair, but also, come on, I want to know. you know?
Oh, yes, I understand.
It's, this is, like, I've done detective work for a couple of cases, but this is my first time actually, like, being directly involved with one. Ow.
Well, I think this is just about my first time having any semblance of employment in this place. I have an offer pending, but I've been looking for any kind of work, so this is a nice start, I hope.
Hmm. Yeah, I've got, I run the detective business. I'm kind of on a leave of absence right now.
Okay, okay.
But I do run the detective business, so...
I wouldn't
Ow.
think such a small place would need such high detective work, but after, again, what I've read, what I've heard,
Yeah, you would
this
think...
isn't exactly a quaint little town, is it?
No, definitely not. Plus, with zombie living here, God knows we need as much
Oh,
protection as possible.
yeah, like I said, I'm relatively new to this place, but that is a name that does ring
Yeah.
one too many bells for my
Yeah,
liking.
probably gained a little bit of infamy, I guess, in the village.
Yeah, well, being a friend of Sprockets, I don't take too kindly to the slander, but
Yeah, no, definitely not. Well, you know, I haven't heard much from Zombie. I guess Zombie's been just kind of existing lately. I don't know, I haven't seen Zombie.
from my understanding, is he not meant to be kind of keeping out of village affairs?
Yeah. Yeah. I just...
Yes.
The thing is, I don't know if Zombie's gonna be here today. Zombie was Ina's gapple dealer.
Oh, well, I suppose he might be a useful witness, but I imagine that's the utmost degree he'd be here.
Yeah,
Can't think of any other reason.
but honestly, he might cause some problems. Why are we here? It's this way. Yeah, we're just taking the long way. We're just taking the long way. It's fine.
The scenic route.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Court!
Here we are.
Court!
Oh my.
Okay, here we go. Court!
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to court.
Thank you,
Hello.
thank you.
Hello, hello. Y'all look
Hello.
lovely. Y'all look lovely today.
I got my
Oh
pen.
god. Oh my god.
Sprocket, lovely arm.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Do you see Sprocket?
Although you could have used a better color.
It's because it's copper.
Hello, Your Honor. Looking lovely today. Keeping warm up there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Love your outfit.
Should I be standing? Is there a reason you're just kind of staring at me? Am I doing something wrong?
No.
Okay.
Look, if I do this, I can barely see you.
Oh
so...
no, you know what? You're valid. That's so fair.
Yeah, for sure.
How's everyone doing? How's everyone holding up? It's...
Well, I think you can tell.
I'm still tired.
Ah, Liz, you look lovely today. I love that vest on you. It's always
Say
looked
it could
good.
be worse, but it is worse, so
It is worse?
yeah, I don't particularly want to be here, but you know.
You look great, though.
Thank you. I put on my court suit.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't think anyone really wants to be here, so let's just...
Not really.
I want
Oh, I'm comfy. I could take a nap up here.
Honestly, as you should. But
There's a dog on the door.
there's
I
a...
mean, you're getting paid either way. Might as well.
Yeah, honestly.
Exactly. And this just gives
That's
everybody a
right.
chance to admire the winter outfits that Cursive and I are wearing.
Yeah, honestly, those
Yeah.
are really nice.
Hmm.
I like yours the most, but that's because I'm not a big fan
I
of
made both of them, so
that, like,
If
if
lighter
you
shade
insult
of
it, you're
green.
insulting me.
And they both look amazing, and I'm so proud of you. Have I mentioned
Amazing
how
recovery.
much I love your outfit? And how pretty you are. I love that frog hat on you.
Terrific save, Ina.
It would have been a better save if you didn't mention the fact that it was a save!
We all knew it was a save.
It
Hmm?
really was.
So,
Good job.
Oh,
No.
so we're just waiting
No.
on
Butters.
waiting on the scumbag to get here?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
alright,
Wow,
alright,
that's- yep.
alright. You're gonna use appropriate comments in this courtroom.
Can I say scumbag?
Yes.
No.
Thank you. Oh.
But we're gonna use appropriate wording for people. Appropriate!
I would say that's a pretty... At least I didn't call her an asshole.
Oh.
or a bitch. Like,
Liz,
What
well,
up?
that seems poorly timed.
you never came.
zombie, go into the
I tried.
zombie, go into the audience. What are you doing?
Oh, is this our opposition?
This is my lawyer.
Oh, how delightful.
I am the only one qualified here, so.
It's not worth it.
Hi, zombie the dog. Crazy.
Shut up,
What
non-purple
criteria are you going
person.
by?
I'm gonna have
seems right.
sushi.
Whoa.
Seems rather aggressive coming
If
from
you want to
the,
come sit up here, you can. I don't know where you're gonna sit. Are you just gonna stand? All right, cool.
Why is he
You need
bald?
to stand in front of you.
It is,
Be
it is,
nice.
Did all of
Sonny,
his...
it is the bailiff. You
Did-
might want them, near the stand.
Did all of his hair go to the
Want to come
mustache?
stand up here?
In the hat.
You are the bailiff. You're really just meant to stop people from trying to kill the judge.
A cab.
Well, you don't need to stand in like a little
Period.
corner.
You know what? Fair,
What?
but also be nice to Dylan.
Don't.
I can't even.
Ina, do not shout that.
He has
Protecting from the
stage
shadows,
fright.
don't
Leave
worry
him
about him.
alone.
He's protecting you from the shadows.
All right, cool.
When he was needed most, he vanished.
I mean, are you guys prepared for the case?
Oh. I don't even think you would need to prepare.
You egotistical little...
Okay, all right.
No, he's right. He doesn't exactly
have
much of a
okay,
defense.
okay. Vi,
Yes,
I know you have a lot of opinions.
I do.
I'm
I
gonna
have
ask your
plenty.
lawyer to speak for the most part.
I'll take things.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That was...
God.
Let's try this again. I will take things from here,
Excellent.
okay?
Excellent. Good. Yes.
You're unqualified. What is this?
No, it's crazy.
I'm not talking to you. Continue on. I mean, court isn't officially adjourned anyway, so.
I mean, technically, you're not supposed to be here.
Okay, do I
On
need
what-
to go over my
what
whole
law?
spiel of exactly what my client says? First off, there was no law to even indict lawyers in the first place. If I'm not meant to be here,
Okay,
whoever that is
okay,
over
that's not
there
the
is
point.
This
meant
is
to
not
be
the
here.
case we're discussing
At
today.
this point, honestly, we'll
Mhm.
figure that out later. Let's just focus on this. Okay, is the... Which one do I do first?
Prosecution.
Oh, well. Is the prosecution ready?
Wrong
As ready
side.
as will
Not
be.
the prosecution.
It's been a bit! Is the prosecution ready?
Yes, Your
About
Honor.
as ready as we'll ever be.
Is the defense ready?
Oh, we always were.
Cool. We'll start with opening statements from the... Yeah,
From the prosecution.
Mhm.
yeah, the prosecution.
Yeah, as I
Fantastic.
said, sham trial.
So, we are here today to discuss Ina being imprisoned, correct? The terms we are doing so, well, there are many. First of all, aggravated assault of Iris, I believe. Correct? Yes. Yes. Theft. Few accounts of theft. Murder? First degree murder at that. Am I wrong?
Oh, wow, you can read. Why are you looking at me?
Okay. Yeah,
Nothing?
this is just the
Okay.
opening. Yeah.
I mean, what is there more to say? We have a ton of evidence to back this up. We have multiple eyewitnesses, especially regarding the assault on Iris. We have camera recordings, I believe, even. Multiple
Oops.
accounts of theft. So, yeah,
No.
All right. Defense.
boom.
All right, well, first off, I'd like to state that, I came into this case very recently and I've learned a lot about this case. And I ask all of you when you look at this case to see how unlawful everything in this case was. I mean, sure, there are some elements of it that could imply a crime, but even if said crime is implied, the circumstances around said not crime, said alleged crime even, are absolutely unlawful and do not deserve any kind of jail sentence at all whatsoever. The actions of even the
Plaintiff.
plaintiff. Sorry, I mess up those words sometimes.
Plant sniff.
The action of even the plaintiff that is here today in this courtroom were unlawful, even to the fact that, well, you might even find that some things that deserve a jail sentence on the plaintiff's part are even present in this case. But of course, this is just opening statements, and I would humbly like to recommend to the court that we do not see Ina as some sort of mad criminal who went around and did anything awful that they meant to do. In fact, a lot of antagonization on the plaintiff's part is really to blame, but I ask that we do not treat Ina as harshly as we would me if you had any evidence to stick me in that damn chair.
You know, next time I'd appreciate you, like, you know, standing out and actually looking at me. I kind of had to do this.
Pretty sure I'm not supposed to look at you during opening.
I don't know, but either way, can you walk forward a little more next time?
Yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad.
Learning process.
I have more experience than you ever will.
Woo!
Yeah.
So,
Evidence you
Yeah.
never will.
yeah. Go get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good.
Yeah.
Okay. Would are we just gonna jump straight into witnesses then?
I believe
That's
so.
okay with both sides.
That's how a court works.
Yep.
I'm making sure. All right. If you'd like to call up your first witness.
Yes. The prosecution, there we go, would like to call Iris as a witness.
Oh God.
Oh.
I believe the
got this,
victim
Iris.
of the aggravated assault.
Butters has to come too.
Oh, Butters was also a witness.
Support
True.
animals. Come on up.
What do I?
Dog.
Okay.
Do we have someone that could communicate with the dog?
Not
I
here.
can talk.
That's the child.
I can
Oh.
talk to Butters.
Oh, thank you, Iris. So, Iris, I believe you were the victim of an aggravated assault by Ina over there. I
Mm-mm.
believe pushed.
Mm-mm.
Well, I regret to
You're
inform you,
wrong.
Iris, we have evidence
wrong.
actually that goes against that.
Your
I believe.
evidence is a word I'm not allowed to say.
I didn't even have to go up there like that. They're just making this easy. I'm not talking to you.
Yes. Now we have it on record here that on top of multiple eyewitnesses, I believe the security cameras actually recorded footage of Ina over there attacking you after being aggravated about these enchanted gapples. This whole debacle is over.
Maybe the cameras are wrong.
Yeah.
No, Ina,
Yeah!
you don't talk
Oh,
during this
oh.
phase.
Yeah.
Butters agrees.
You'll get your
Yeah.
chance.
Do we have evidence that Butters agrees other than your?
He
Take
says
on
Butters seems to be coming to
Objection,
me.
relevancy.
Butters wants to bite you. Very badly.
Overruled.
What? No. Why is asking the dog if it agrees relevant?
The dog was there.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's a
Iris has-
dog.
Iris has said that
He can
Butters
talk.
counts as a witness, and it seems at least Butters is on our side
No.
of the court and the case.
They are
No.
so desperate. Oh my god.
I'd like to remind you. No. Just I can hear you.
Oh,
Just keep that in mind.
sorry.
So Iris,
You're
you're
a dog
claiming
too.
you're claiming that none of this happened, correct?
Yes.
Despite the fact that we have video evidence, multiple eyewitness accounts against this fact.
Ina didn't do anything wrong.
I see. This was not a good choice.
Definitely. I mean,
I think we're done with questioning this witness here.
All right. Cross examination.
It's my turn. So, could you state your name for the court
It's
real quick?
me, Iris Peppered Iris. And
Mhm.
Butters.
And could you maybe describe if the prosecution could remind me, when did this incident occur?
about a week ago, ish.
Yeah.
2
And
weeks.
what were you doing about a week ago?
I
Sorry,
was
2
with-
weeks.
2 weeks then.
I was with Ina Cedar.
And would you describe your time with Ina Cedar as particularly stressful, violent in any kind of way?
Ina's my mentor. Ina's good.
Mm-hmm.
Ina's has lots of thoughts in this little head.
Would you say Ina is someone you like? And do you think, and this is personal opinion, do you think that the allegations here today might be fabricated or false?
Very. Yes.
And you are saying that as the alleged person attacked, correct?
Mhm.
I have no further questions.
Butters agrees.
Relevancy of it.
Why is she
You can
lying?
go sit
Why
down.
are they
Iris.
lying?
Okay.
Yeah, we're done. You can go sit down.
Next witness?
Yes. Up next, witness-wise, let's go with Sprocket.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my pan. Woo!
Hi.
So,
We're in a courtroom.
Sprocket,
Yes, hello.
head of security, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You control the cameras all over the village, get their feed recorded, live, etc.
Yes.
Only you get access to those recordings.
One other person, but I am unable to give that right now, and it is not relevant.
So, highly secured, very low chance of tampering, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. We are on record told that your cameras indeed picked up the incident, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What did you see on the recordings of the supposed incident?
So it was a quite quiet day. I was following around Vi, and then we saw seemingly Ina go into my lab and come out and then talk about some enchanted gapples which I had in my lab, and I have recordings of Ina entering and going to the chest. And from there, then Ina ate one of these gapples, these enchanted gapples, and seemingly started to get agitated and irritated. And when Iris said not to eat them, Ina then pushed Iris when trying to take them away. And then Ina seemed to get very pertinent about something following, and including insulting me on being a monster or something similar.
I see.
Similar to a certain someone.
Yeah.
Yes, does seem rather fitting.
I'm not fucking talking to you.
I'd recommend
your
lowering
damn
your voice.
business.
Language!
I'm
So this
sorry, but I
is-
don't know why.
This
Wow.
is physical evidence of the incident, correct?
Yes.
You can confirm those gapples from your lab are now gone. They are not misplaced. They are stolen.
They are gone, and I have a picture I can show if you need about it.
That's quite all right. I think the hard evidence
No,
is
no.
enough to confirm.
I'd like to see the picture.
All right. Sprocket, can you produce the evidence?
Here is the picture of Ina running through my lab, going to my chest where I keep my gapples.
It's like grainy, isn't it?
The cameras might
Uh,
not be like HD.
Objection? Relevancy?
It's not how
Um,
that works.
Try to keep the ones inside my personal lab smaller, and so I can keep them.
Doesn't really look like a lab. It looks like an empty room.
Well, the light's here. This is the bed where I used it to chop off my leg and arm.
Mm,
What?
don't really
If you
look
want,
like
I
you have
can
a lot of.
get the blood.
I mean, it doesn't really
No,
look like you have
no.
any tools in there.
I keep it clean, and if I don't
You
need the
can
tools,
do this on your cross-examination.
Yeah, you know what? We'll get to that. You know, keep
Oh
it
my
up there.
Okay.
Are you done?
I believe, Sprocket, we have no further questions.
All right. Now.
All right. So then, first off, Sprocket, I'm going to question you about something that sort of relates to this case, but also relates to me. You're aware of my quote-unquote house arrest. You stay the fucking.
I cannot see you if I go down there.
I see.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you're aware of my quote-unquote house arrest that
Mm-hmm.
was very stupidly put on me. I'm not going to voice my opinions here in court, but you're aware of this house arrest when it was occurring, and you're aware that several cameras caught me leaving my house, even though it was very unlawful to keep me in there, and it was completely inhumane conditions anyway. Yes? We're aware
Yes.
of that.
Yes.
And every time I would escape, I wouldn't exactly be stopped by anyone. I'm speaking from personal experience here. Did you happen to see me anytime on the cameras and think to send someone to arrest or assist me?
Objection,
it up.
relevancy?
This gets into why the cameras may be selectively watched. continue with what you were saying.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Oh wait, no, we have to wait for the judge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I completely forgot that part. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just continue.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Continue here.
Yeah, so on the cases of you escaping, I bring it up with people who were around and not busy, and they deemed it so
When?
it wasn't needed.
When? What was the first incident that you can maybe describe?
Well, one of the biggest incidents was when you left your house, and I think you got in with a ghost, not a ghost, but like a person called Ghost, and you seemingly had I'm not sure, an argument.
Okay, for clarity, you're not referring to the ghost that is being accused of being, or not accused. We're not discussing the
not
ghost
that one.
under the murder charges. Okay.
No,
'Cause I don't
not
remember
the-
seeing them.
Yeah, no, there was another person, and you seemingly had a argument with them
So-
over communicators and everything.
So, Sprocket, what if I told you that this was not the first, nor second, nor third incident of me escaping, but my ninth?
That is why I said the most prominent. There has been multiple times, but to give you a leeway, and I bring it up every time, but this time was important, but I've watched every other one, and I bring them up every other
Some of
time.
the things I've done in those other ones, please, because I remember them pretty vividly, because it was exactly pretty stressful to have to leave my house and almost be caught or arrested to have to go grocery shopping. But again, not relevant to this case. So please go ahead, and other than grocery shopping, because I just mentioned it, please name some of the other things I've done.
Well, you just kind of walked around before, kind of just exploring. There have been times where you've
Exploring
gone
a
to
town I already
cameras.
know.
Yeah, so that, or exploring, yeah, and then you're trying to find, like, there were some times where you'd go to cameras and put dirt in front of them, obviously trying to hide from them and obstructing the law. Trying to hide from them, running away.
My
There have been
house was
times where
full
you've
of
gone, oh, not in the house. There's also been other times. I've also seen you, like, kind of,
cameras that you put in my house.
well, no, but there's also been, for example, the one outside Blue Flower. I remember seeing you put dirt in front of it. And multiple
not.
ones near the community center, one near the, gosh, I can't remember the name, but the Village Watch. That's it.
Okay, well, in that case, this photo, if you
Yes.
wouldn't mind, stepping down to look at this photo with me. Tell
Mhm.
me what room this is in this supposed lab that you have.
That's it. I just have the small lab. I've not needed for a larger lab, but if you just go down from the machine, there is a small
This
way.
one room is your lab.
Yes. Yes.
This one
Objection,
singular room.
relevance.
I'm inquiring further about the lab's layout so I can get a further understanding of how this robbery occurred and why this...
Sustained. Move on.
You can see the entrance right here.
Okay, yes, this is the entrance, but do you mind telling me why the rest of the room is completely empty, void of any sort of tools, equipment, other than these lights and this surgery bed, I think is what you called it, which, by the way, you used to cut off your own arms for
Yeah.
mediocre
Just
prosthetics?
one, and just the leg.
Objection,
Well,
relevance. Again.
It's more.
Sustained. Move on. And stop asking questions about the lab.
Please get to the point, zombie.
Yeah.
My
That's it.
point
Nothing
is that how are you going to justify the fact that this lab is your entire lab?
My
This
God.
lab
Keep
is
everything in that chest. All my
You
tools
keep
are in that
everything-
chest.
I
you
hate
keep
to sound like a parrot zombie, but objection, relevance. What
I'm
does
getting
the
it.
This
what
is
does the
very...
lab
I'm
have
getting
to do
it
with
to you.
Ina
I am getting
evidently
Then get to
robbing
the
thing?
point, please.
I'm claiming this image is a goddamn fake because I had a lab of my own and it was way bigger than that because it
And
needed
how
to be.
does that
That is your lab.
exactly?
Yeah, you're
Much
That's
more
judging.
your lab.
Hold on,
There's
hold on.
much more equipment that goes into surgery. There
Objection,
needs to be
hearsay.
vitals. I know this from experience. There needs to be vitals
Sustained,
monitor.
zombie.
The fact
Zombie, you can't just insult Pan's interior decorating skills and call that
I'm not
evidence.
So,
insulting that.
We might
I'm
have
saying
different users. I'm in the
Okay.
nicest way. There is a possibility that I might know information and not need the tools as you did.
And you're
In
telling
case I
me
wanted
that
to,
your
like-
chest with all your surgery tools that supposedly you did self-surgery on yourself, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me without another person in the room, you performed self-surgery with a chest all the way across the room from the actual bed. Unless
no,
you
I
mean
keep
to
it
tell
there when
me,
I'm not needed.
unless you
When it's
mean to
needed,
tell
I can
me
set it
you
up.
unsafely stood up in the middle of the room because cutting off an arm is not an easy process. You need
Objection. Relevance.
preparation.
I
zombie.
am
Sustained.
to it. You're
Hurry
telling
up.
me you
The state of the
unsafely
lab has
cut off
no
your arm right there, and you
relevance to
happen
this.
to have golden. And if golden apples are even illegal in this case, you just admitted to having some.
Oh
I was
my.
using tests on them and I got them through legal means. But for the lab, this bed right here, there is a small chain above it where I strapped a piston and then a saw blade to for when I need to cut off my leg so I could do it. But I had already set up the new leg and new arm because I had preparation and had those ready by the side of the bed when I needed. And if I don't need the tools, I put them in the chest. But otherwise, I keep them out for when it's needed. For example, the saw blade is in the chest.
And you
Or
kept
is in
experimental research materials in the same chest as your tools for surgery that could have been dirty,
I
contaminated.
cleaned them. What? Listen, I'm not gonna like question your like practices, but I make sure everything is clean.
Oh, I do
sanitized,
too. That's
and
why I know
everything's
this image is
sorted.
a fucking fake.
How?
This is not what a surgery room looks like. This is not what any lab would look like. And frankly, I think you could have easily set this up after the robbery, or what you call the robbery, has occurred. I think you could have easily set this up after the robbery, placed Ina in this image artificially. We have no means of checking that, but you placed Ina. Actually, no. I can notice a pretty grainy area right near where that chest
Objection.
is.
Hearsay.
Sustained.
I am observing what is
What
currently
evidence
in front
do
of
you
me.
have that this is a faked photo?
I don't, but I'm merely placing
Sounds
the
like
idea
hearsay
to the
to
court
me.
that it would be fake. Because if you notice on observance, the grainy area of the photo is more near the chest and where Ina actually is. I mean, you can come up and look at the photo all you want, but I notice a more clear picture around the other parts of the frame.
It's
Because
all
there is a light
grainy.
source. If you don't know how pictures and video work,
Oh, I
because there is a
do.
light source,
So
and because
explain
of
to
the
me
light
why the
source,
light sources right up here are a lot more clear than the one with the
They are
chest.
closer to the
Because they're
camera
not in-
lens, zombie.
yes, this is the most furthest away point. It is pointing towards this corner. And so the point of the middle is most grainy. That's how cameras work. And as it gets further away, everything is stretched and so less grainy.
So
Basic image
explain
compression.
why the bottom 3 frames are more clear.
Okay, alright, zombie.
Yeah, I don't think I need to say
Clearer.
anything.
It's on the
I-
outside. The middle is the most
Zombie.
grainy bit.
You're reaching.
Zombie.
Like, do you want me to explain how a
Hands
camera
reaching.
works?
No, because I'm
Okay,
done.
alright. Stop or
Check.
somebody's gonna be in contempt of the law.
What? Take it down. You can walk back in your seat. Go on. That's fucking right.
Would you like to call up your next witness?
Yes. We'd like to call Liz to the stand.
Liz?
Yeah, no, I'm just as confused as
Let me just scroll through.
Well,
Bailiff
the
is,
moment that the mayor gets up there, the bailiff is
The
missing.
Okay, I
bailiff's
got
on
this.
the-
I got this. I'll be defensive.
Oh no, the bailiff! No, the bailiff's returned. The bailiff's returned. Calm down. The bailiff's returned. He was just going to get his lunch.
Yeah, bailiffs need to eat.
Swimming.
Yeah, nice.
So, Liz, might I ask you what you've seen in terms of the accusations against Ina, in terms of the potential robberies, the potential murder, and the aggravated assault on Iris?
Well, I don't think Ina is guilty by any means. I did not witness any such situation regarding like hitting or pushing Iris at all. Ina certainly did not
Oh,
Ina certainly did not murder anyone either. That's just not possible. I also don't believe Ina to be a thief of any kind. Ina is one of the founders of this village and owns a lot of businesses and is also a member of the government.
If I may, I did go to you about this, and you brushed it off.
I'm getting to that. So, I know that it's a very stressful situation here. And I don't believe that Ina did a lot of these things. After doing a lot of listening to everything that has happened here, Ina has always been a fan of Gapples forever. And lately she has gotten, a little crazy with them. So,
Who gave those to her?
Had those, and that's not the point of this case right now.
No interruptions, please.
while I haven't witnessed any of it myself, and I don't want to believe that it could be true, it could.
Good.
No.
Ina.
So, you also co-founder of this village, agree with the fact that, given the affected behavior of these enchanted gapples, that these outcomes aren't unlikely.
Correct.
Very much possible. Well, I think that speaks for itself.
Liz?
Do you have any more questions?
No, I think that will do.
Alright, cross.
It's lighting candles in a wooden fucking building. Jesus.
No.
Zombie?
Nope, I'm not stopping this. Anyway, so, Liz, as you just stated, you know Ina has been using these gapples for a long time, and just recap that for me. You did just say that?
Yes.
And secondly, if I were to ask, since I did sign the town charter and, I assume I would know the laws as much as anybody else here, there's no explicit law outright saying that these gapples are illegal, but you do understand that in some way they've become illegal through moral, what's the word? Not stagnation, stigmatism, that's it. Moral stigma.
Technically, yeah.
So no law is prohibiting the having of these, correct?
Correct.
So then would you also say that with this unregulated, mass-produced drug by several, well, drug, it's a fruit, but this mass-produced fruit that is circulated several people, would you say that there's not been extensive research on it?
I don't have any knowledge of that.
No personal project funded by you, funded by a private source, has conducted any research that has come up with worthwhile results that haven't been contaminated.
Objection, relevance.
I don't think you know what that means. I really don't.
I think he's doing great.
Are you
I
getting to a
wish-
point, Zombie?
I am getting to a point. My point being, there has been no one, not funded by you or someone else, that has come up with worthwhile results to the long-term effects or even short-term effects of using golden apples.
There has not been any official research completed.
So what you
However,
just said about assuming an addiction is completely baseless and on your own opinion?
I think we can see by the only person
Answer
in
the
this
question.
village that has used gapples on a regular basis that
Answer the
something
question.
isn't right.
That's personal experience. Answer the question. What
I
you
did
just
answer it.
said was not based on any scientific fact.
Do you have scientific fact, Zombie?
I do have scientific fact, and it's the fact that locking someone up in a jail cell while they're mentally unwell doesn't do well for their mental health, which could lead to some behavioral changes. So again, I ask you, did you just say that Ina may have a golden apple addiction completely unbased on any sort of scientific fact at all whatsoever?
Correct.
Okay, no further questions.
Thank you, Liz.
You look great today, Liz.
Next witness?
Yes. Don't mind me, just reminding who I need to call as witness. I'm drawing up a blank.
I was.
Via, remind me. I'm
You
new to this case.
know,
I would recommend
was
we
there.
call up the. There we go.
Ina was there. B's
And-
the head detective. Cursive's a bitch.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm just
fantastic.
sitting here.
Uncalled
Okay.
for.
Hey.
Actually, no, not uncalled for. He is a
Refreshed.
bitch.
I'd like to bring up
Yes.
next Vi as a witness. So, Vi, correct me if I'm wrong, but you, I believe, saw the aggressive incident firsthand, correct?
Yeah.
Under Ina, under the effect of these enchanted gapples,
It was
attacked
terrifying.
Iris.
Yes.
And
So
you were the one to break it up, correct?
correct. It was terrifying. I watched Ina hit or push. I watched Ina hit Iris, and I stepped in between them to try to protect Iris. And then that's when I placed Ina under a citizen's arrest.
I see. And the citizen's arrest, it was for both Ina's safety and the general safety of the public, correct?
Correct.
These aggressive actions of Ina, were they provoked?
Not-
Was it in self-defense or?
The thing that seemed to trigger it was Iris telling Ina that it was a bad idea to eat these gapples. I guess something was wrong with them. I couldn't see from where I was at exactly. But next thing I know, Ina is pushing Iris. So I would say it was triggered, but it wasn't provoked.
I see. I believe I have no further questions.
alright, cross-examination?
All right, so first off, you mention arresting Ina on the scene of this crime, right? You arrested it while it was happening.
Yeah. Sorry.
What's
dude.
funny?
What do you mean, what's funny? Do we have a tissue anywhere?
That sounded like you were laughing. Can't really be that bad.
Have some rotten
so
flesh.
So who else was on the scene when you arrested this person? Who else was there as a witness?
It was myself, Sprocket, Iris, and Ina.
All right, now, Vi, I do have to question because word around the block is you're currently not a detective right now. That job title has been revoked.
Correct.
Okay, so your job title was revoked. So, if I have to ask, there was no other person of legal status
I mean,
at
I'm
the scene.
still the vice mayor.
Right, but that's not someone who can legally perform an arrest.
And the
So I do have to,
head of defense.
again, not someone who can legally perform an arrest.
Is that true? I'm pretty sure that the head of defense can.
Head of
I'm
defense
sorry,
watches
that's-
security cameras. That doesn't mean they know the law. Anyway, what I'm asking is, you were the arresting person, right?
Correct.
What legal grounds did you make this arrest on? You're not a legal entity that has the ability to make the arrest.
It's a citizen's arrest. Every citizen has the right to put
And
someone
you're aware
to detain
that
someone if they are concerned for
until
their
authorities
safety.
arrive.
Correct. And authorities never
The
arrived,
authorities-
zombie. The authorities weren't
So-
there.
You had no legal right to hold Ina under a citizen. Actually, no. That leads me into my next question. What did you do with Ina after arresting her?
I didn't know what to do with her. We like took down the old jail cells. So I took Ina to the new ones because I didn't know what else to do. I was scared.
You
Ina was
didn't-
violent and erratic, and I didn't know what to do.
You didn't think to take her to the village watch to have a legal officer.
Who knows if
arrest
anyone was
them,
there?
and-
Listen,
Okay, but you
listen.
didn't
The
think to find
only
out
village
that
watch person that's here.
I'm the one- Shh, I'm the one asking the questions here, not you.
And I'm not asking
Okay,
questions, I'm
so let me
answering
get
them.
to my point. Let me get to my point, because you didn't find any legal officer who was able to legally make this arrest and Mirandize the Ina Cedar. Actually, now that I think about it, according to Ina's account, her rights were read to her after she was put into a jail. So can you confirm that? You confirm that you didn't read her the rights during the arrest and you took her straight to jail?
During a
And
citizen's
illegal
arrest,
action.
during a citizen's arrest, the rights are not required to be read to the prisoner.
But if you're taking them to jail, they are, right?
I didn't know where else to put her. That was merely a
And you
solution
didn't
to a
read her
problem that I.
rights?
Correct.
Ina could be rotting right there in that seat if you hadn't read her rights. She couldn't have known she was entitled to a lawyer. And the fact that you also kept Ina in said cell for what I hear is several days without having anyone to come in and check on her or feed her. So let me get this straight.
The person who was at the desk, I was there. It was a.
What you just told me is that you
Hmm.
performed a citizen's arrest, which is fine, and then unlawfully took Ina away from where there would be any arresting officer that would have legal authority in order to arrest Ina legally and Mirandize her again.
Listen to
legally.
me. I'm
No,
not
no, no,
denying.
no, no.
No, you shut your goddamn mouth for
Okay,
one fucking
okay,
second.
No. I will not have that in my courtroom. You're both gonna be respectful towards each other.
You shut your gosh diddly darn mouth for 1 second, please. I am not saying that what I did was, done correctly. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. Ina was violent and hallucinating, trying to get out of trouble as much as possible. No one was on my side. How do you think it would look if the person who got fired as detective went up to, the guard and said, I just saw Ina do this. I just saw Ina do this. I needed something.
You had evidence, supposedly from the cameras.
Do you realize how stressed in the moment someone can be?
Doesn't really make you qualified to be a detective if you can't handle that stress, can you?
Objection. Relevance.
Thank you.
Objection.
Yeah, thanks.
Relevancy is of the utmost importance here because
What does the terms of the arrest have to do with the crimes committed exactly?
So true, Glaze.
The terms of the arrest is that what I'm arguing is that initially, Vi did not make an unlawful detaining of a citizen's arrest, but the action of putting Ina in jail without Mirandizing her at all, also as a citizen, is completely illegal.
And also not what we're discussing.
No, we are discussing it.
We're
It's
not
a very
discussing
important part of this case.
This is about Ina's crimes committed, no?
Funny.
And Ina has had crimes committed against her. And so
Yes,
I'd like to touch on them.
Yes, and those don't
Speaking of,
alleviate
we need
Ina's
to
own
get to
crimes.
the actual next part of my case. So, you, after taking Ina to jail, was there anything that occurred mid-journey? Because from what I understand, at this point, you had only arrested Ina under the charges of assault of a minor, and you had only arrested Ina under a supposed theft, which you couldn't have known yet, but let's just say for the sake of this case, you knew. Those were the only two charges. So why is Ina charged with a third charge of murder today? Do you have any clue who the accuser of that may be and why they may have accused them of it?
That would be me. And I can tell you why.
And on what grounds?
On the grounds that if Ina is willing to hurt one child who is Ina's friend and who looks up to Ina, if Ina would be willing to betray that trust, who's to say that Ina wouldn't kill someone of importance to someone so that they hold so close and so dear? I may not be a detective anymore. But that doesn't mean the existence of the case of Ghost is erased from my brain. I was still thinking about it. How could I not?
Vi? I'm going to ask you this for your own clarity, and I'm sure we could have what you just said stricken from the record if need be, but you're telling me everything you just said was true, and that was the grounds you used to accuse Ina of that.
I believe that Ina had a hand in it.
So, you're telling me that you based a months-old horrible murder that had several suspects, but leads that ended up not going anywhere. You're telling me you based your conclusion to that awful murder because Ina assaulted a unrelated, unconnected
So you're saying Ina did
minor.
assault a minor?
I'm saying that's what you are basing your grounds on. And this happened all allegedly anyway. But for the sake of this case, you're telling me you based that completely off of the fact that Ina allegedly assaulted another minor. And for the fact being, you were under a lot of stress. You don't even know if that's what's happened. But you're telling me, one last little recap, you based your accusation of a months-old murder with several other suspects on the fact of a completely unrelated assault on a minor that allegedly occurred. That's like saying I'm responsible for every murder in the village because I killed someone before. And while I will go on record to say that I did this before laws were successfully established in a sort of era that we find all, a little savage, I think personally that your evidence doesn't stick. And one last
That's
little
fair.
clarification. This is all you're basing it off of. You have nothing else?
Other than that, I didn't have time to find any other evidence against Ina. But if I may, I would like to point out that the defense does have a personal history with both myself and Sprocket, and seems to have a vendetta against Sprocket and me by association. So I would 100% question Zombie's motives in taking on this case. Zombie hates Ina. Why else would Zombie
That's
take
not
on this
true.
Objection
case?
relevancy here. So,
You can't objection me. I'm the witness.
well, you're speaking on relevant things that hold on, that could be pertinent to this case, and I'd rather we not discuss them.
Are we listening to a lawyer that says unrelevant?
I would like to ask you one final question. How did you come to know that this theft even happened? You weren't on the scene when this occurred.
Well, I had witnessed Ina sneaking around Dylan's property a couple days prior, and when I approached Ina, I was just here to have a friendly conversation. Like, I'm like, oh, Ina, you're usually not on this side of, Cedar. I'm, haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? And Ina was extremely fidgety, extremely anxious, and said that I was crazy. And so that got me suspicious. And so I stayed in the general area, and I, mentioned it to Liz.
Observed? Did you observe Ina? Did you feel the need to watch Ina?
I mean, I didn't particularly, I'm not gonna stalk Ina. God, that would be weird.
But that sounds like what you were doing.
No. Can you let me finish before you jump to assumptions about
Sure.
me?
Continue, please.
I, was suspicious of Ina. I brought it to Liz. Liz seemed to think there was nothing to worry about, so I moved on with my life. It was in the back of my mind, of course, because that doesn't just go away, but I moved on. And I was talking to Sprocket about a week later, and I was like, I'm worried about Ina. I was mentioning it. And Sprocket's like, I have enchanted gapples in my lab. I was doing some research on them. And I'm like, let's go make sure they're still there. We walked over there, and what do we see? We see Ina leaving Sprocket's lab, and we see Ina and Iris arguing over enchanted gapples. That is what I saw. Laid down right in front of you. That is.
Said enchanted gapples still there?
Sprocket, remind me, were they still there? No, they were not.
When did you check?
I personally didn't. Sprocket did. It's Sprocket's lab. Why would I go in there and be like, oh, where's the gapples?
When, if you wouldn't mind me asking, since it's pertinent to my witness, when did you check for the supposed stolen goods being missing?
At the time, we apprehended Ina, and then I went to check, and they were gone in my lab, and then I came back out.
So did you see Ina go in?
I personally did not, but I saw Ina come out. Ina had to go in to come out.
Where would you say Ina was that made you think that Ina had come out of this particular location and wasn't just walking by?
Walking out of the hole? I watched Ina walk out.
People can trip and fall in holes any kind of way. Just because of the fact that Ina was in there doesn't mean they committed the theft, and
We
they
have a
might stand
picture of
along
Ina
with
in
them.
the poorly decorated lab.
A questionable image at that, but
That's only questionable
even
for you
then-
because you don't like Sprocket.
You're not arguing with me here. I'm asking you questions, and my final question is, what even makes you think it was Ina? There were multiple people who went in the hole and came out of said hole. Anyone could have tripped and fell in there. These things could have been misplaced beforehand. What made you so sure, other than the mere mention of the thing, what made you so sure this was a theft?
Because as soon as I watched Ina and Iris exit, correct? You're following? I heard them arguing over it. Iris was saying things like, "This isn't right. You can't. You shouldn't be eating this. Those don't look safe. Those don't look healthy."
Nothing about them being stolen.
What makes
Just a
you?
general
Well, okay,
disdain for the-
Zombie. Let me ask you a question.
I have no further questions.
I wasn't done.
Well, you're not the lawyer here.
Just sit down.
Bitch ass.
What did I say?
Nice
It was a
try getting the
friendly.
lawyer here.
It was a
What
friendly.
did I say?
Yeah, good luck getting your detective job back.
Have you tried wearing anything other than purple?
Hey,
It is stuck to my
what did I say about this being my court?
Sorry, I apologize. Got a little heated.
Wait, you had-
Okay,
Witness?
so I think two more will do. I want to call Colby to the stand.
God, what's
Colby?
going-
Hello. Okay.
Yes, witness time.
You want
Okay.
come up?
Yeah.
You got
I-
this.
Yeah, I got this.
Colby.
Also,
Colby,
please
Colby.
refrain from texting in my courtroom.
Why is there candles? Okay.
No phones in the class.
This. Huh?
Iris, did you leave your candles up here?
Yes. Actually, no. There's no candles. You're making it up.
Cursive, you
Oh,
realize
okay.
you had to text that, right?
Okay.
So, Colby,
Hello.
from my understanding, you have a pretty detailed history so far with Ina Cedar, correct?
What does that mean?
You have a pretty firm, sure idea on Ina as an individual, as a character, correct?
Yes.
Would you like to expand on how they've perhaps treated you in the past?
Once told me to go back to the ocean where I came from. Told me that I'm not purple. Told me that I should. Okay. Told me that I would make a good dinner, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'd be good as sushimi. Zombie also said that about me.
Check for
Surprising.
relevancy and hearsay both at the same time? I think I can do that.
Okay, but I'm just saying that I got called sashimi.
Not gonna let the judge.
Also,
Okay.
I've just been insulted a lot by Ina. I'm not really sure what I did to Ina. All I got told is that Ina doesn't like new people, but was treating other new people fine, just not me.
So you would say that Ina has showed a history of just acting aggressive, mean towards you for no particular reason, unprovoked?
Yes.
I see, I see. So, with that in mind, is it not out of the question for things like thefts and aggressive acts towards other people? I think it's fair to say those aren't out of the question with the experiences you've described.
Yes. I've seen Ina and Zombie give Iris those apples that Ina stole before, or that Ina has been accused of stealing, like those types of apples. So I've seen that happen. So I know
see.
that, and that after Ina took them, Ina was happy. So after being mean, Ina was more happy after taking them. So
So you can attest these apples have had a verifiable effect
I
on
think we've already covered
the
this.
mood.
Objection, interruption. Damn.
Objection? Shut up.
I don't think any of these are actual objections.
Look,
Yeah,
this is-
I don't know how court works, but this isn't how court worked in the ocean.
Objection, I'm
ignore
hungry.
me. Shut up.
I am
Ow.
too.
Continue.
Well, I believe with these facts, I have no further questions.
right, cross-examination.
I'm sorry, I have no idea who this person is, so I don't have any questions for them.
You've hit me before. You can't say you don't know who I am.
who you are. This is the
Yeah.
first I'm hearing of you. Please,
Well,
I have no...
if there's no questions, you can.
Yeah,
just
you
sit
can
down.
you can just sit down. I don't know
You've
who you
seen
are.
me
so
before.
I
You
am not.
told me to die before.
You're
Oh my
not-
god!
You
You're not.
you
can
can't
just
say you
sit
haven't
down.
seen me before. You've told me
Never,
to die
This is
before.
never
not
seen
your-
you. Never
Okay,
seen you before.
okay,
Never
okay,
seen you
You're not the-
before.
honey, you're not the main
okay.
character. You can sit down now.
Order.
You shut up.
That's your
You've
line.
been
Sorry.
Okay. You be quiet. You can't say that just because you think I'm.
Honey, please. I already said this. Main character is not what's happening right now. You can.
I'm not
go
a
ahead
main
and sit down.
character.
Well,
Main
you're
characters
acting
don't
like
die. But I'm not dead anyways.
Hey,
Ina
Colby!
Cedar has been... What?
Please go sit down.
Fine.
Unrelated. Anyone craving tuna?
I hope this this ends up being an execution.
Your Honor, that was so much
Jesus.
at once. I don't think I'm
We
able
have
to
this
write
witness
that down on the
removed. They're a bit
transcript.
violent.
What?
My god.
I don't know if I'm
Think-
going to be able to transcript that. That was
Bit
a lot of-
violent.
yes.
I wasn't the one who just got. I just got threatened. If you didn't hear that, but okay.
Oh my god.
One last witness, I believe, is in. One last. Is in order.
Yeah.
I'd like to call Ina Cedar to the stand.
Okay.
Yay, Ina.
So, Ina, I guess, what have you got to say in terms of the physical evidence of the theft, the multiple eyewitness accounts of the of your aggressive acts?
Do I even need to say it?
Not guilty.
Oh, all right. Well, okay. I guess she had an answer.
So, how then would you say that this evidence came to be?
Well, I would say that Bionite GMG has a history of erratic behavior, hence why they were removed from their detective position. I think that Vi is desperate to get their job back and is willing to accuse anyone of anything in the off chance that the evidence sticks. I believe that the quote unquote minor you accuse me of assaulting has stated that they were not assaulted and they are not going to be moving forward with any alleged charges. So you're attempting to charge me with something that the person that was quote unquote assaulted says didn't even happen. I think that my rights were not read to me. Vi, on the way to the prison that I was unlawfully taken to, accused me of murdering a child with no basis and that I didn't steal anything. So that's what I have to say about that.
In terms of
And I've been held in the prison where I've been extremely ill, extremely sick, and not given the medicine that I need to survive.
You're alive,
this
aren't you?
medicine being the gapples.
No, I am very, very sick. I've been having tremors and migraines. Yes.
Goodness gracious.
So most of your objections, I suppose, to the accounts raised are just opinions. I mean,
What?
not to overstep, but I believe Iris's account of denying the assault has been disproven by, again, multiple eyewitnesses, camera recordings. I don't think that exactly holds up.
I don't think it holds up that the person that you're accusing me of assaulting says I didn't assault them. It doesn't matter what you have on camera. If the person that I was hugging Iris. That's what you saw on camera.
Yep.
Bye.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was. I'm sorry.
I will put your ass up on that witness stand. again.
Zombie?
I'm
You
not.
mean
I'm not.
you
I
mean
didn't say
this
anything.
ass?
You
don't
would
know why
both
Vi is
just
showing
sit
their
down
outfit.
and actually
This is
listen.
exactly what I
now.
mean about erratic behavior.
I would say it's funny behavior personally.
Vi.
To strictly deny the charges, then,
Yes.
with whatever reasoning you have to.
Yes, I do.
I see. I believe I have nothing to add.
All right, zombie.
I do. So, first off, Ina, I guess I should ask you something about your time in prison. First off, you were very stressed by this time in prison, right?
Yes.
And this stress, not only that, was coupled with what you call hugging your good friend, by the
Mhm.
way.
My
This was not only the stress of being put in a prison cell and being alone for 2 days, not only was added onto by the fact that you were unlawfully arrested, not read your rights, so you weren't quite sure what you could do, and you would say this would all come out to be a pretty big, we'll call it a stress cocktail, maybe.
Absolutely.
Objection, relevance.
We are getting to that, and I think we would all incur that all of our very stressful lives, or little stress as they can be, stress is a pretty powerful symptom maker. It can make you have migraines, headaches. In some extreme cases, such as incredible isolation stress, can make you have a lot of hallucinations. And there's scientific evidence to back this up, unlike some certain other facts about the long-term effects of gapples, but that's not what we're discussing right now. What I'm trying to say is, Ina, you maybe had enough stress in that situation to culminate into some of these symptoms, correct?
Absolutely.
And it may be only added to your sickness that you were experiencing before, which I might add included tremors, a fever, nothing that stress would actually give you.
Yes.
Have
All
you
right.
ever been stressed?
Actually, yes, several times,
Like-
including right now.
Again, I wish to raise, what is the relevance of this?
The relevance of that being is that, Ina, these effects of being migraines, hallucinations, all these stress-related symptoms worsened as your time extended in that prison, correct? And anything that may have happened in that prison cell would have been a result to the stress now that you're feeling more mentally well, now that you've,
Mhm.
gotten out of this oppressive situation.
Absolutely, yes.
And again, I recap that you were coming out of that hole with your friend Iris because why?
We were looking for things, and that hole, I saw a hole in the ground. It didn't have a name on it of anyone's particular home, so I thought
And
that
this-
it was a community exhibit.
And as soon as you realized that this hole might have been private property, you left? Which is where the supposed assault scene occurred?
Yes.
I have no further questions.
All right, you know, you can
Stop
go sit
lighting
down.
fires in a wood building. You're gonna get us all killed.
You're making it up. There's nothing.
You're gonna
there.
get Ina killed with your legal skills.
Okay.
Let Iris alone.
Okay.
I actually believe I do have one final witness.
All right.
Ray, please, if you
Oh
will.
God.
Wait, who is this? Oh, sorry, said that out loud.
Nice.
Little
not where you-
further,
little-
little further up.
Okay, yeah,
Little
it's up
higher.
here. It's up here.
There's a
Oh,
staircase.
the stairs.
stairs
I'm
Okay.
sorry,
Yeah, that's where
unrelated-
everybody's been. I'm sorry. I
Unrelated
realized
to
I
my
couldn't do that.
questioning, because I don't know who this. Could I be informed on who this is?
This is
This
Ray.
And they
Um,
are.
Court clerk, works at the prison.
Oh my god.
And that's
Nothing,
exactly
continue.
what I want to ask about. Ray,
Mm?
could
Yes.
you describe your experiences with Ina Cedar during the arrest? Around that time.
The whole thing basically felt like a farce, to be honest to you.
Objection, I don't know that word.
You're not the lawyer.
Okay. A farce? I know the literacy rate in Cedar is a little questionable. So, if basically it was an event that didn't need to be had, very absurd. One, I received no identification. You said that you couldn't provide any. Two, Ina was detained against their will, clearly. Ina was in a very erratic state, screaming, claiming to be seeing visions and everything. And I think rather than shoving them into a deep pit, that they should have been to possibly a mental facility instead. But then again, things here at Cedar aren't really handled that well. I mean, this court case, for example.
Holy shit, is this the only intelligent person?
But you would have to confirm that Ina's behavior wasn't exactly that of a calm, collected, together individual. Again, describe them as erratic, I believe.
The first time I'd ever met the mayor was when Cedar had their beach party. And at that time, they also did not seem to be in a good mental state. At this point, I'm thinking that they were indeed eating golden apples at the time, but I was told that that is just how they are.
But you would say that this kind of behavior was existing before the public arrest, citizen arrest?
I would say so, yes.
So, a track record then. And in terms of the, the mishandling of the arrest, I've been informed there actually isn't the facilities for mental support right now. So, I'd argue the prison would be the best.
There's no facilities for
scenario.
anything within the prison. There's no cafeteria. There's no. I mean, the guard station is essentially a shack. There's no way out, even for employees. I have been locked in by Vi before.
I'm sorry about that, by the way. Sorry.
Okay, lighthearted objection relevancy. I feel like this is more a city issue.
Yeah, I feel like this is just.
I feel like this whole thing is a city issue.
We'll,
I mean,
we'll get to that, but I
Can
don't
you
think
call
we need
this
to
a
go that
city?
far. At this point, yeah.
I think with the notion that the behavior that Ina has been displaying has been persisting before this whole issue, I have no further questions.
Do you have any?
I do actually. So I mainly only have a question about. We didn't really get a recount of your point of view from any side, really. So I'd like to ask you what was going on during this arrest? What happened?
I don't know anything of what happened leading up to them coming to the prison.
What happened when you were sitting at your desk and then you witnessed this event? What happened during then?
What? Okay, I was at my desk filing, and Vi and Ina came, both of them in a disheveled state. Ina seemed to be under the influence of something. I'm assuming golden apples based on everyone's reaction to this. And Vi filled out the paperwork, which I did provide to the court, as that's my job. And stated general buffoonery on the form, which isn't even a legal term.
Oh my god, I thought I was gonna have to explain that. Sorry, continue.
Right. Basically, Vi then went and locked Ina in the jail, and I wasn't told to do anything about that until a few days later when I was told to feed Ina. And I was told that I was going to be given a shipment of food to be able to feed Ina, and
Did this
I
shipment
never
ever
received
arrive? Okay.
No.
That should be arriving soon, actually.
Why?
I said that should be arriving soon. It takes some time. Like, give me a bit to put together a mass amount of food. Like, it's a lot of food.
Assumed innocent until proven guilty. Okay, Vi? Let's not jump to conclusions. And so again, as I said, this shipment never arrived, right? You just said that.
Yep. Sure did.
All right, no further questions. Also, oh my God, you're a star witness. They should really have promoted. Jesus.
You
I
heard
didn't say
that? A
anything.
promotion?
What do you want your promotion to be?
More money,
Someone
please.
who makes the law.
You know,
That's a
we'll discuss this
raise,
after.
not a.
We'll discuss this after.
not
We'll
relevant to this
discuss
case,
this
but-
after. You can go back to your seat.
Why aren't they the
Dang.
mayor? Damn. Vote for you.
Sorry. Any more witnesses?
I believe we are done now.
You got anything?
I mean, other than a closing statement, no.
Closing
I don't-
statement time then.
Yeah, I don't go
Woo.
first on that. I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
So, in closing, I believe on multiple accounts now there is evidence to suggest that this erratic, violent, and I'd say unsafe for the public behavior demonstrated by Ina has been a long-running thing for a good while now, influenced evidently by these gapples. The terms of the arrest, all of that, that has no bearing on this such. That any stress caused by those happened way after all of these crimes have came to light. In terms of Iris's statement regarding or denying Ina's aggressive attacks, we have no reason to believe there is no conspiracy there. As Iris said, big fan of Ina Cedar, so who's to say that they aren't lying on their behalf? In terms of the murder charges, I think it's fair to say that those will be scrutinized, but definitely in terms of the theft and the assault, I'd say almost undeniable evidence in those departments.
All right, are we done here? Because
Closing statement? Go.
all right, first off, closing statement. The stress that was exemplified in this case was admittedly, yes, after these crimes supposedly were done and made, but the stress was meant to exemplify any effects Ina may have been having in prison. And I'd like to say as well that I think personally we shouldn't even be seeing this case as a crime committed at this point. I think this is more of an injustice committed by our citizens, and if we had a much better legal system, I think the positions would be swapped today. Frankly, I think that if you are to render
You walk
Ina
forward some.
sorry, I forgot about that. If Ina is rendered guilty today, even if Ina is rendered guilty by our very well-known judge who makes good decisions, if Ina was to be rendered guilty, it would not only be implicating that this entire town supposedly likes to commit criminal injustices, but it would also indicate that our detective office really likes to commit crimes as well, but we're not going to get into that. What I'm trying to say is that we should not be seeing this case as injustice against us. We should be seeing this as an injustice against Ina, committed by not only the plaintiff, but even some other members of the government as well. I think, like I said, that you all can make an informed decision, and I will alert you to the fact that knowing this, and you should know this simply off what I've said, putting Ina in jail would accomplish you nothing. And even if it would accomplish you anything, you would be doing wrong by a very founder of the village. Putting Ina in jail only allows for Ina to pursue someone for longer. And if Ina is to be put in any sort of custody, I don't believe it should be some sort of lockup. I think it should be some sort of mental health probation, someone to check on her, like we were supposed to do for me. But again, this case is not about myself. All in all, as I've said multiple times, this injustice was not committed against Ina. Sorry, this injustice was not committed against anyone in this village. This injustice was committed against Ina herself by several members of the plaintiff and several members of the village.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Okay, none of that.
Maybe-
None of that. None
Your
of that.
input is
Boo.
not needed. Not you, Sonny.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
Your, your verdict now, Your Honor.
well, should Ina plead first? I guess Ina already did.
Oh
Kinda.
yeah.
already
What? Yeah.
Not
you pleaded
guilty.
already. Yeah. Yeah.
We pled that on the stand already.
We can take a recess
Right.
for you to think.
Sorry. Yeah, let's take a 5-minute recess. Everybody can go listen to the bailiff play
You need
piano.
to- I would prefer not to. Ina, let's...
Or discuss. I will go over the
Yeah.
transcript of the events. Yeah.
Ina, would you mind
He
stepping
left
over
the
to...
piano.
Yeah.
Sprocket,
Step away.
like,
Sure.
Prefer no one follow us. Ina, come here.
You gonna play piano?
Here, Ina, let's discuss
That's,
privately.
that is a stick.
That's kind of scary.
ow. Where's Sprocket?
no.
Like,
Oh, okay, goodbye.
this is worrisome. I'm worried. I'm worried. Ow. Bruh. How do we
Where were we?
how do we think, where'd Sprocket go?
Rocket? Ah, there we are.
I'm here. Don't worry.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm worried.
About
The
what,
case, I
mean, I think it's pretty cut and dry. There's not exactly many people in Ina's corner.
Yeah, and also all the evidence against Ina is factual, while the evidence saying about it is all just conjecture and
A lot of hearsay on
people's
Zombie's part.
feelings.
and a lot of relevance. Like what
They don't think they would do it or whatever.
I'm,
knows,
I'm
like-
still questioning how the camera quality and such is,
He was
relevant.
absolutely reaching
Yeah.
for that. We can we can put that down to he had no offer against that.
Yeah, I hope he did
Clutching
some
at
stretching
straws.
before that reach because he must have torn something.
Very good.
But you guys think we did okay?
I think so. I think
Ina needs to be locked up for a long time. Honestly, if it was my choice, I'd say death, but I know it's not.
I think Sunny's an unbiased individual and will see the facts more than the the opinions.
exactly.
I'm kind of hurt, honestly, that Liz didn't, like, believe me.
Well, that's the thing. Also, remember, I don't know if we can completely trust Liz's not believing you, as there was an remember. I don't know if you knew, but there was an hour in time where Liz kind of just was knocked out and forgot quite a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. And the camera got removed. So like, who's someone who tampers with the cameras, who might like have said something to Liz and then knocked them out,
Someone who's
and has
well
access to the
trusted.
town. Yeah, someone who's trusted who might go in and try and like, who wouldn't be weird to go into the government building and talk to Liz.
Who
And you know what I've said? I've said the entire time. Maybe someone's trying to get you out of your job because you got too close.
You're right. You're right. We shouldn't be worrying that much. We shouldn't be worrying.
Yeah, trust me. Me and Grace go way back.
I'm worried
I can
about
attest to him.
Cut and dry case.
people
Yeah.
seeing. I kind of lost my composure there at Zombie while I was on the stand.
It's fine. Even I would. There is a certain thing you brought up that they instantly declined, which was the fact that Ina and Zombie, who were hated individuals to each other, just suddenly appeared.
Yeah, they're suddenly besties. Like,
Yeah.
how does that
Both
make any sense?
Chanting the same conspiracy as well, right, Sprocket?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Someone who has committed multiple crimes and clearly
And
has no
there's
problem
also
lying to the government.
the producer of the Gapples usually for Ina's addiction.
Seems fair that Zombie would want their probably prime market,
Mm.
in a place where they can still be buying.
Exactly. Also, who knows? Maybe Zombie found out that I was doing some tests on Gapples and then called Ina in to try and get rid of them and pin the blame, but who knows?
It does seem convenient that those Gapples go missing during the testing.
Seemingly so.
Did you see Ina eat one during the
Yes, I
in
catch
the
a
middle
glimpse
of the
that,
trial?
yes.
Yeah.
Like, who gave those to them? Like,
Who do you think? Who was the only people with?
no,
Ina?
that's fucking true. It was either
Zombie.
Dylan or
So I
Zombie.
think so let's think of the lawyer. The lawyer is untrustworthy, has committed multiple crimes before, distastes of cameras, has the exact same conspiracy.
Doesn't like
provides
you.
the Gapples. Yeah, that's the conspiracy. It doesn't like me. provide the gapples. Doesn't know what a camera does well. But
I think we
Zombie's
can
just
argue
kind of a
pretty well.
dunce, honestly.
yeah, maybe you shouldn't be.
Oh,
It's
Alright.
pretty
we-
evidenced, Sprocket, that you are simply just a panda.
I'm just a panda.
literally just a panda. No, you're a monster!
No.
Sprocket's
Oh
a monster!
my.
Don't worry about that one, guys.
Okay.
Alright.
Hi, Iris.
Hi, Ina.
Colby, you doing okay?
No.
If you're scared, we can swap seats so I can be in front of you.
Yeah, like, whatever you need.
Distance yourself from that one.
Okay, well, unless anybody has any last minute facts, we have a verdict.
Like to not present any facts, but comment on the absolutely wonderful performance that just was. Continue.
Performance.
What?
Nothing. Continue.
Oh, okay. So I will go through the charges one by one and let you know the results.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, on the charges of murder, that charge is being dropped.
Thank you.
Okay.
On assault of minor, the result is inconclusive due to said minor denying it.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
We've also ruled theft as inconclusive.
Oh! Fuck! Fuck! The liar is being fucking attacked! Stop the fucking riot! There's a man! He's here to fucking get me!
Put him in jail! Put him in jail!
He's out.
Put him in jail! Put it in jail!
Oh,
We found the murderer!
What do I put in the transcript for this?
Oh my god. Oh my
So,
god.
yeah, you're so right. So deserved. Deserved.
Objection, Enderman.
Wow.
Objection, murder!
So next trial is for the Enderman, right? I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah, yeah.
first-degree murder.
Enderman's going
armor?
in the jail cell across from.
No, it was self-defense. Zombie
The
looked at him.
Enderman was
Alright.
a paid actor.
Zombie looked at him, said self-defense.
Zombie, your armor.
Yeah, I know. I'm taking it off. Sorry.
Back to where we were. The charges of theft has also been left as inconclusive
Okay.
through lack of evidence.
Oh.
However, for the betterment of Ina and the villagers, and on behalf of the government, Ina will be placed in prison for an indefinite amount of time.
What?
On
Based
what
on what?
grounds?
It's for the betterment of Ina and the
Well,
villagers. Well, we look into
I'm
stuff
sorry.
related to Gapples.
I'm sorry. These charges have been found not guilty. Why are you? There's no legal
you-
grounds to do this.
What are you?
If someone is
I
a
don't
danger to
understand.
themselves or others, they can be legally detained.
What?
There's no
Zombie.
charge indicating. I don't know what's going on. There's no charge indicating that this is completely unlawful in every way, shape, and form. I don't understand.
Well, I think the case has been solved.
No,
The
it's not. It's
decision
not.
that the government has made until
What
we've
is-
looked into Gapples more and stuff like that.
What?
Oh,
Objection
I will
with-
rat so fast.
Where's our bailiff?
No. No.
No, no,
I
no, no,
haven't-
no, 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 no. What?
I haven't
Zombie?
Done, I haven't done anything.
Zombie, step
Bailiff,
away
if
from
you
the
would.
prisoner.
What? Prisoner, I.
Ina?
No, I haven't done anything.
Zombie, step away
I
from
was
the prisoner.
clear.
Ina,
Yeah.
Iris, come over here.
this situation is out of my control. I'm going to do my best here. I'd like to state that
No
clearly
armor.
this trial was
In the
rigged.
room, not till you're out.
I'd like to make it clear to the court this trial was rigged, and frankly, I think this just goes to show our horrible government system.
Man,
now,
it
if you
sounds like
excuse me,
Purple
Ina,
here is a
Bailiff,
sore
if you
loser.
would, please
Ina?
take
Sure
please
does.
escort
Come
Ina
on,
to the
Ina.
prison.
What?
Bye.
I can do nothing but
wait.
apologize, Ina.
Bye, Ina.
Zombie. What? Liz.
I'll be
What?
back.
I
Oh,
haven't. I
oh,
haven't-
bailiff,
Ina.
bailiff, don't forget to take those gapples from her before she goes in the cell.
No, I
Alright.
need.
Me
I
too.
need them. I'm sick. They're.
Please make sure you take the Gapples.
What?
Can I hurt you?
Come on, keep going.
We're not
What?
done.
Yes,
As
we
soon
are.
as she's out, we're not done. Is she
Speech forest,
gone?
do you?
She's out.
I want you to know that you are the most vapid, careless governmental system I've ever seen. You and whatever this is.
Head of defense, I don't feel safe.
This
I'd recommend
trial.
leaving the premises.
This known
You're no longer
murderer.
needed here.
This
You're no longer
trial.
needed here. Please leave.
You have been sneaking
Zombie-
around my house, and you're lucky I don't beat your
I
head
have
in with
not
you
been.
Zombie.
There has been no proof. Please leave the premises. You are not needed anymore.
You are still.
You don't dictate where I go.
You
and
are
let me
still in
speak.
my courtroom.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Please stop, guys. Stop fighting. Stop
I'd
fighting.
like to bring up a new court
I'm
case.
gonna
My murder
leave.
that just occurred right now.
This is not your best day at court, I want to say.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'd like to bring up a new court case. My murder that just
I
happened.
would like to ask that Iris leave the courtroom. Iris has a weapon out and is pointing it at the vice mayor.
No weapons in the
Did
courtroom.
no one check for weapons before you put?
Iris,
I
put
have
it
my-
away.
Put your
Yes,
weapons
a
away.
weapon
You are
out.
still in my courtroom. Put them
In
away.
my defense, I did not mean to shoot it.
I only
You're
took
still
mine out
on.
because
Get away.
he took his out.
Legal
Like,
Have your
proceedings are
armor,
going
Iris.
on here.
You're still
No one's
holding
gonna
it.
hurt
Put
you.
it away.
Your courtroom's a goddamn sham.
I think your legal
Yeah.
license is a goddamn sham.
Yeah,
Farewell.
actually it is.
Okay,
because you had
okay,
no
okay.
legal
That's
right
not
to
the
kill
point.
me in the first
Leave.
place.
Bye,
Stop
pretty
it.
in purple.
Leave.
Yeah, I
I keep
actually
dropping
fucking,
Leave.
I actually
Why
fucking
do you keep going
slay this
back?
look. Thank you.
Oh
Leave.
god, oh god, oh god, the judge has turned on me.
Vi,
Yes,
Sorry.
we will have some words about how you acted in court, though.
I would expect nothing less.
Whenever you have some time, Vi, can you meet me in my office?
I have
I'll be
time right
around.
now, if you'd like.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna bite your head off.
Good work, Blaze. I appreciate your
Whoa.
help.
Don't do that.
Told you.
Don't mention it.
Fantastic job.
Hey, Ina, how you're not Ina, you're Liz. How you holding up after the thing with Ina?
I think I'm okay. You know, it kind of makes sense now, and I want to have another meeting soon and talk about outlawing gapples
Oh, for sure.
completely.
For sure.
But I did want to talk to you because I think you did a wonderful job figuring that out and really getting to the truth. And I think it's really important that that doesn't go unnoticed. So I think we need to chat with B a little bit, but I would love to see you back at the detective agency.
Thank you so much, Liz. God, you have no idea how long I've been dying to hear anyone say that.
I think it's deserved. You've proven yourself.
I'm glad. I'm glad there's one less violent person on the streets.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy to process, not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
I can only imagine, especially for you, the other founder in
Yeah.
prison. That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. It's okay though. I'll get over it.
You know I'm here for you, right? Like, if you ever need anything,
Yeah, of course.
I've got your back. I definitely acted up a little bit on the stand, but honestly, I think that was just the emotions getting to me for
Yeah.
once.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But thank you. I really appreciate it. I do want to have another meeting with the government as soon as possible. We need to find someone to fill Ina's spot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I can
You're
do
right.
that temporarily until we find someone if you want, but
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
yeah.
Well, I won't keep you. You've got to go celebrate and get out of trouble with Sunny, it sounds like.
Yeah, I kind of expected that, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh god, another murder. There's so much
Okay,
murder
well-
around here. Stay
On to the
safe.
next, I guess.
Yeah.
You too.
Stay safe. goodness! Sprocket, we did it! Oh my god, that's so excellent. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh, let's see if anyone's still over there. Let's see if we've got any lingering people. I don't know where. Oh.
Oh lord.
Hello.
I have a feeling B can't hear me. Well, this is awkward.
Hello?
Hey, just
What's
to let
up?
you know, Liz wants to have a word with you as soon as possible, whenever you can.
Okay. Do you know why?
Yes, I do.
Is it good or bad? Or
It's fantastic, B.
is it fantastic for you?
I think it's fantastic for everyone.
Okay.
Sunny doesn't seem too happy with me.
Oh. You were a little rude during the case.
Yeah,
suppose
I think
zombie.
I think it was the emotions, honestly, just getting to me.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Ah, today's a good day, B.
For
And
sure.
Hopefully you took some notes
I did.
for how a proper detective does their job.
For sure. I tried my best. This is
Yeah, this is real awkward.
yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
But-
Like
Hey, Sprocket.
Howdy.
Well, B, yeah, Liz wants to talk to you whenever possible, and Sprocket, I want to talk to you.
Oh, sure, yeah.
okay.
Thanks, B.
Stay safe out there. It's getting
See you
dark.
around.
You
Be
too.
careful,
Don't get
etc.
murdered, although the murderer's off the streets now.
Oh, okay. Okay, bye.
Bye. Well, you did it. What can I say?
I didn't do it. We did it. Me, you, Glace.
Such a reliable friend.
Seriously, God, I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little nervous when you said, "Oh, I recommended Glace to me." I was like, I don't know this person. I'm a little worried they might not represent me well, you know. But
Oh, they are incredibly dependable when you need it.
oh, you were right. You were
Very
so
adaptive.
right. And we'll wait till we get somewhere a little more private. But I have even better news.
Mm.
And
Oh boy, that sounds very fun.
and I don't know what could be better than Ina Cedar being in prison.
Exactly.
I think now people are finally gonna see that I was right.
Yeah.
You're
You're finally right.
Finally.
No one's gonna hopefully be attacked anymore. Don't need the
Hopefully.
cameras, but they're still gonna stay, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got it over there, bro?
I'm great. I was just getting rid of them.
I think we should stop over here.
Oh? I'm gonna guess in front of Blue Flaw?
Not in front of it.
Oh.
Where's I need a sign. I need a sign. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm just taking this one. I'm just taking this one.
Oh!
Liz called
Fantastic
me
job.
into Liz's office. And we're back.
You're back. I can only say congratulations.
Thank
Well
you. You're the
done.
first person who I told. I couldn't think of anyone else who to tell first.
I'm honored that you would think about me.
Oh my goodness. Why is there honey in here? God, I need to clean this place up.
Well, that's fine. You've plenty of time now. Anyway. Anyway, maybe we should go back
yeah,
downstairs.
let's. God, B does some weird stuff in the office. I'm gonna need to like sanitize it.
Let's not question that. Anyway.
Oh my goodness, today's a good day, Sprocket.
It is fantastic day.
And how's work on the basement going?
Oh, it's nearly completed.
Excellent.
Should be done quite soon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Sprocket, we won.
We won.
I'm gonna have to pay a visit to Ina and talk to Ina a little bit.
I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, but I can.
True. In fact,
And I'll make sure Ina understands that what Ina did was wrong.
Yeah, hopefully we'll understand that. How could he?
Seriously.
So mean. Like, I knew that something stole my items. Now I know who stole my gapples.
And we'll try to get those back for you. We'll see if we can recover anything.
It's fine. I need to do some research on them, so I can just get some new ones.
Yeah, who's throwing a trident at...
I'm not sure.
Well, but at the end of the day, we were successful.
We win.
We win.
We win.
Oh my gosh, I need to...
I will... Fantastic job.
Uh,
It wasn't very hard to win when
some people...
the other lawyer doesn't know how to picture works.
God, he doesn't know how a picture works. He couldn't pronounce plaintiff correctly. Like, God, how hard is it?
Maybe the security will be better now because the two main people who were blocking the cameras are now gone.
Yeah, Ina's been put into jail, and God, I'd be surprised if Zombie showed his face anywhere around here ever again. I'd be embarrassed as hell.
Yeah, truly.
Like, I guess it was a difficult case. I guess we can't bully Zombie a little too much,
Well,
you know?
we can.
Well, yeah, oh, for sure. But, like, I guess it was a difficult case, you know, not much evidence showing that, you know, Ina didn't do it because Ina did.
Yeah, there was factual evidence against it.
Although it makes me think, why did Iris just lie like that? Like, Iris
All
obviously
I can think
knows.
is, technically, we don't have an oath, so either they were working together, all of them. I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, coerced Iris into talking for them.
What if
You
they
know,
threatened
Stockholm
Iris?
Syndrome. That's what I'm thinking. Wouldn't be scared to push, so wouldn't be scared to threaten, or just Stockholm Syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
No, what's that?
Oh, it's actually when you're captured by someone, you start to think they're like the best person ever, and you're so friends with them, and like you just like really admire your captor, and so like if it's that, they might would think it was all wrong, and who knows? Ina's been known to gaslight, and might have gaslit
Gatekeep.
into. I'll let you finish it.
What? Finish what?
Don't worry. Yeah, I'll finish the case, obviously. But it's
Oh
done
yeah,
now.
it's all done. I can't believe we did this.
We did it. Well, I should give you more credit. You should believe in yourself more than me.
Oh please. No, I didn't. I just did the arrest.
Oh no, I insist. You are the one who found them all. You should believe in yourself. You should trust yourself. Don't trust. Listen, all I'm saying is that maybe the reasons you were not doing great before is because you didn't believe in yourself. Maybe you need to believe in yourself more than others.
Sprocket,
Others
you're too
can
kind.
lie. Others can lie. Others can manipulate. Others can gaslight. Others can do whatever. But you know yourself. You knew it right.
Sprocket, you really are my only true friend around here. Like,
I'm so glad.
I swear.
I can tell you now that I am being 100% honest with you. I wouldn't lie.
Yeah,
I think it's more. It's a logical.
I mean,
lie.
you would
Like,
lie. You're a monster. Oh no!
Oh, no.
God, and It's
Well,
kind of
I
funny
am
that Ina's starting to believe zombie too. Kind of,
actually
you know.
the seller and the dealer are in cahoots.
Wow,
Yeah.
surprising, right?
And now seemingly Iris is scared of me, so seemingly maybe there's some sort of rumor going around, and yeah, I just need to get rid of it for now. But I'm
It'll
trying my
be
hardest
fine.
by helping people.
Honestly, it's not the worst thing to have people afraid of you.
Well, I try not to, but
Oh yeah,
most
for
people seem
sure.
to be afraid of me. I prefer people to think of me as just a panda.
Yeah, just a
To
panda.
just to be not expected, unexpected,
Yeah,
underrated.
just a little dude.
Otherwise, yeah, I'm just a panda. That's nothing wrong. But
Well, I
what was I
think
saying?
it's
We
about,
win.
yeah, we win.
We
And
win.
I do have to actually set up that shipment for Ina, but first,
First.
I think we should head down to that basement and do a little bit more work.
Oh, just a little bit, yeah.
You good?
It's all good.
Not
I'm
losing
fine.
another arm?
I've had worse, don't worry.
I guess if
But
you
I'm-
crushed that metal arm,
It would be pretty easy to replace.
yeah, it'd just be like, well,
I'll be forthright with you, as I'm always forthright with you, that losing the arm is not the worst thing. I'd never lie to you. It's not the worst thing. It's actually kind of cool. It's very useful.
ready to head in?
Where it is always.